We're going to go to Kvon Moezi with his segment, which is called Fake News with Kvon.
Thank you, Vinny.
You're welcome, Kvon.
Thank you.
I love that we already saw you earlier, but guess what? This is our conversation.
Exactly. I'm working here on the news desk at all times, trying to get you the freshest news I can find.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It almost got fresh again for you right there.
This is super fresh. Wait till you hear this. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Colbert, used to be Stephen Colbert, they have joined forces to start a podcast called The Strike Force. And I think you have more viewers than Strike Force.
I like that.
Because they have recently announced that they're canceling one of their upcoming podcasts that they're going to do. And guess why they're canceling it? Because Jimmy Kimmel announced he has COVID. What is the deal with that? COVID is so last year, bro. Now, you might recall Kimmel was the one who advocated for using as many boosty boosts as you can get. So at this point, his body is 70% vaccine, 30% Jimmy. So that is tough. So be careful out there. Your boosty boost might not be helping you. Our next story comes to us from a real estate agent in New York.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to love this guy. I want you to see this. It's going viral right now, but it's an old school real estate agent, and he's kind of like telling you what he'll do for you if you buy a building from him.
Okay. Who's this guy?
Tony B here, Island White Realty. Here's the deal. If you buy a house through Island White Realty, at the closing, Tony B will have for you at that closing a certificate gift from me for a 60-inch TV.
Oh, wow.
You buy a building or a multifamily from Tony B at that closing.
Oh, I love him.
You will have a gift ticket for a 75-inch TV.
There you go. 75.
What a bargain.
You buy a whole building, and so it's going viral, and people are like, where's he getting these TVs? And I figured he'd say, it's a gift. You don't ask, you just take it.
Just take him out of the building.
Hey, shut your mouth. Take the gift.
Yeah, off a truck.
So while that's all fun and games, that's going viral, this is also very interesting. Animal rights advocates have just won a major battle, and that battle is Budweiser will no longer be chopping off the tails of their Clydesdale horses.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you wonder why they cut the tail off, it's because there's a safety issue with the stagecoach. You can't have the tail get caught in the rigging and it could cause an injury for the horse. But animal rights like, that's not okay, leave the tail alone. And Budweiser buckled to it, which is ironic because they're the same people promoting Dylan Mulvaney. So what they're saying is, you cannot chop off the back of a horse, but you can chop off the front of your son. Youch! Yowza! All right, and in other news, Chuck Todd has finally stepped down from his TV show. I don't know if you follow this goateed goofball, but he was always giving horrible news, and he's basically not doing it anymore. His show on NBC was called Meet the Press. Now that he's retired, he's going to stay home and press his meat. Just like Jeffrey Toobin did back in the day.
I hate him.
Now, this is a lot of fun here. MGM, you might not have heard of this, cyber attack, billions of dollars lost.
Oh, shit.
Because people hacked. They were thinking, is it the Russians? Is it, North Korea? It turns out it was a group of teenagers who are doing ransomware, and they're shutting down multiple companies, but they got MGM and Caesar's Palace.
Oh, wow.
So that's amazing that teenagers are spending their time learning how to hack their way into like multiple companies. Because when I was a teenager, I was just trying to get my way to second base. And my girlfriend had a lot of firewalls back then, too.
Hope you get a virus. Hell! Hell!
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
See how that worked out?
That did work out. So here's some advice. If you ever get pulled over for a DUI, you're under suspicion, just use the Trump defense, but you got to deliver it with confidence just like this.
Not a drinker. I can honestly say I never had a beer in my life, okay? It's one of my only good traits. I don't drink. Whenever they're looking for something good, I say, never had a glass of alcohol. I've never had alcohol. I've just, for whatever reason. Can you imagine if I had? What a mess I'd be.
I love him.
You say that to a cop, you're going to get out. I've never had a drink. Could you imagine? Now, this was very interesting. This ties into Vinny's story. I'm so glad that he was in New York because I was watching a couple videos and I saw that Bill Clinton was in New York. I want you to see the reception he got right before he met Vinny.
How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Oh shit, same shirt.
Look, he's waiting. Nobody cares. He just made himself an obstacle.
Dude, nobody knows it's him. That's so
Nope.
funny.
He's like, I thought somebody would say, "Can I get a photo?" This guy's like, whatever.
Nope.
Nope.
Wow.
Like,
Nope.
nobody gives a damn.
Nobody.
Even the Secret
cares.
Service.
That's so funny.
It just shows you, like, you think these guys are so powerful, but just a few years later, and nobody cares. Only one person cared that he was walking around. Our very own Adam Sussman. I hope you enjoyed that. That was the real news, but I wish it were fake. Back to you, Vinny.
Thank you, Kvon!